Hello, everybody. Happy Halloween. Yes, we are the 31st of October and it's raining. So, will I get any kids come knock at my door? We shall find out tonight. Hopefully, the rain stops, right? Okay, we continue our project in the Johanna's Christmas book and my inspiration. I've taken out some cards here to be inspired. Here, the green would go well with the violets. This green would go well with the violets. So I'm thinking that my leaves will be around these colors. And then we have this one that's very close to here. And then on the back, we have tints like that. So that's a lot of inspiration. These cards are from edition 1, the first edition. Now Sarah Renee Clark has come out with a second edition. And these cards that I've pulled out from the first are still in the second, just under a different number. So that's it. Then I'll be using some Posca. Now, I have two different sizes of Posca here. I have this one that I've just added. It's PC1M. This one is PC1MR. This one's pin type. And this one is bullet shaped. They both come from France. And let's see if we can see a difference. Very smaller dots, I would think. This one's easier to get that little spot there. You can get different sizes of magic. So, our palette on this background so far is Black Cherry 1078, Raspberry 1030, Pomegranate 195, Blue Pink. I've added the Mulberry 995. The background also has the 935 black, 933 violet blue, 932 violet, 10008 Parma violet, and then we have the new colors because they've changed. So the 1105 orchid is the new color for the 934 lavender, the 1104 amethyst for the older color lilac 956. They're almost the same. It's just there were pigments that they couldn't use anymore, so they had to change the recipe just a tiny bit. So orchid lavender. When you go open stock, you'll probably find the orchid 1105. And then the lilac amethyst. You'll probably find the amethyst 1104. So whichever you have, it's okay. They're both good. So we are going to start coloring this page. I should zoom it in, right? Let's see, can I zoom this in a little bit? Let's bring it down. Okay. I'm going to start with blue violet. So this area right here is where I'll be adding the blue violet. So I'm going to start with the light coat. Because I'm going to be adding different colors on top so that I get different shades. Now, if I turn my pencil in my hand, I get a sharper edge, so I don't have to sharpen it right away. I can turn it again to get a sharper edge. Okay, the next color in this combo is violet. So I'm going to take out the violet. So I'm going to start at least in the violet blue. I'm going to start my violet. And I'm going to continue this way. A light coat again. There we go. So I'm going to be very busy in the next couple of days, visiting family. We can't just color, right? Unfortunately. I'm joking. I do love to see my family. And I know my mom's listening, so I better be nice. All right. After violet, Parma violet. 1008. So I'm going to start at least a little bit of area on the violet. This will provide a good gradient that blends well together. Parma violet. And then I'll be adding the new color that we added. All of these are available open stock. So it keeps you, you choose the combo that you like and you try it out. You try it out in any of the books you have. This is a Johanna Basford book, so the quality of the paper is good. And then I'm going to come in with the orchid or the amethyst. Hold on. I'm going to come in with the lilac, which has become amethyst. So in the end here, I'm just going to go over the Parma violet. And I can go in with the lilac as well. Gives it a nice little pink. There. I do like to take the blue violet and add just a line that's going to follow this here. It's going to make it look a little bit 3D. And then I'll be able to add black to that line, and it will make it look even more 3D. I'm going to do it on this side here of the leaves. About That's going to look more 3D. We'll be doing this one in this combo as well. Okay, so I'm gonna start over my combo with violet blue I just did, but I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. So this is my second coat. Like that. Have you tried any of these combos? In which book? Don't forget, some books don't have the same quality of paper, so it makes it more difficult to get a nice gradient. And some books have better quality. Let's continue this gradient with the violet. I've taken out this morning my polychromos white, because when the Prismacolor doesn't want to take any more color, eventually it says like, nope, you've put enough color here. Well, if I go in with my white poly, I seem to be able to blend in some of the problem areas. So I like that. So again, you can get polychromos open stock if you desire, and that's why I have, those are the two that I use the most, Prismacolor and Polychromo, because they're open stock. So when I finish, like this violet here is, I'm soon going to need a replacement. Well, then I go get it open stock. I don't have to buy a whole set of pencils to get that pencil. Some countries don't have, so you have to look at what you can get your hands on. Sometimes through Amazon, sometimes a local store. Some countries have a hard time getting anything from Poly or from Prisma. So we're quite lucky here to be able to get our hands on that. So I'm going to go over what I've just done with the Parma, and just a very light coat to extend. I don't want to go in the light areas here because I want to be able to continue my gradient with the lilac and lavender. So I just go over the blue violet, over the violet and leave just a little bit to be able to go on to a different color. Talking about Johanna Basford, she just came out with several new products, coloring books and cards. And I saw on the Facebook this morning one of the members of that group was so happy because she received her wildflowers. So her book that just came out is Wildflowers. Isn't that wild? Okay. Calm down, Patricia. That's so wild. Okay, Pat. Calm down. Calm down. And then I'm going to come in with the Lilac 956. Very lightly in the center so that I can add in my last color. My last color, the Lavender 934. We're gonna finish that off with the black. I do want my black tip to be sharper, so I'm going to sharpen with my doll. Which side do I usually do? I'm getting confused. Yeah, this is the side that I like. So with the tip that's sharper, I can go on the edges there, much thinner, much closer. This will make them look more 3D. I can't press too hard because I'll break the tip. I have to go lightly. Another one that's good is Polychromos Black. You can get the tip nice and sharp and it won't break. And because I do have a tendency of being heavy-handed when I'm not thinking and concentrating, so having the black and the white from Polychromos is something I enjoy. This is black to here. Okay, I'm happy with this. All right, let's go on to our next combo here. So we need a black cherry. Black cherry, where are you? Okay, black cherry, raspberry, pomegranate, blush pink, and mulberry. So we started out with the black cherry along here. This side will be the shading, will be darker. Under the reindeer, it'll be darker like that. So after the 1078 black cherry, I'll go in with the next color, which is raspberry. You can tell when there's no more tooth that there's no more place for the color to be added on, which is pretty much the case right here. So that was raspberry 1030. Now we'll go in with the pomegranate 195. There we go, and then we'll go in with the magenta. Yeah, no, mulberry, 995. The mulberry. And then we'll finish off very lightly. Just one coat, one light coat. Very, very light. We'll go in with some blush pink right over that mulberry. Blush pink will blend everything together because it's a lighter color. This color here, I'm going to go with a darker shade. See if I can fix this little problem here. Yeah, that's better. So a very light shade to taper off. Trying to not have harsh lines. Harsh lines. I'm going to take the white and see what happens if I blend all this together. Oh well, it's not what I wanted, but it's acceptable. So then I'm going to go in with the blush pink. Go outside the line just a little bit with a lighter pressure. Like that. My granddaughter is dressing up as a witch. At first it was going to be a cat, and now it's a witch. So we'll see if that changed. Okay, I'm gonna do that in the violet, blue-violet combo, and this part as well. So I'll just taper off here. So the Posca, I don't think that Amazon is the right place to get them, but I could be wrong. It's just because I saw someone get one with a different language, and they weren't from France. And the ones I get are from France, and they work well. As for that person was saying that they're not working very well on their when they're coloring with them. Oh, but, oh God, it was dirty. Okay. Let's get let's go in with lavender. Let's get another one over here. I'm pressing hard. There. How's the camera view? Okay, so I should bring this up more like that, right? I'm going to take the Mulberry 995, add some color here. So this is going to be the combo from Violet, Blue, Violet, all over here. Let's take the lavender outline here. So the first coat, blush pink, okay. So we're going over the blush pink. It stopped raining. I don't hear any more drops. So that is hopeful. I'm gonna get some trick-or-treaters. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Des bonbons, candies. Bonbons, s'il vous plaît. Candies, please. Yes, sweetheart. Here, have some chocolate and caramel. I have such good memories of coming home after trick-or-treating with my brother and then sorting out all the candy by group and then trading with my brother. I'll trade you this for that, and those were fun times. Lots and lots of fun. So I'm just blending everything out. When you're using a lighter color, like this is much lighter than what we have over here, it does blend the colors together to harmonize them. Yeah, I like this Lavender 934 over the blush pink. It's very nice. How long have you been coloring? I've been coloring at least 3 years now. I follow tutorials from just about every colorist. I've taken out all the blender pencils to show you again. I know I speak about them here and there in my videos. So today we've added in our toolkit the white. The Polychromos white, which I enjoy as a blender because it's not waxy. It's more oil-based. So sometimes when my Prismacolor does not want to be fooled with anymore, well, with my Prismacolor, it seems to help out. I like the finished look that it leaves. And the more you do the circles, the more you can see that, yes, it's working. And it's very relaxing to just go over the coloring like this. if you see some little spots coming up, clean it before you go over them, because then it would mess up your coloring if you did not clean it. So this is something I do. You might not see that everywhere. Every colorist has their little ways of doing things. I'm gonna clean this off a bit in case. So I like using the white a lot from Prismacolor or from Poly. Prismacolor is really good if you really want to lighten it up more. And there's one other one from Derwent that everybody really loves because it leaves a real white, like much more even than Prismacolor. Oh, I'm having a senior moment. I'll mention it in the next video or the next, it'll come back to me eventually. It always comes back eventually. Senior moments. All right. So I've shown you that my favorite also is, well, also my favorite, they're all my favorites, is the Caran d'Ache. Caran d'Ache is one of my favorites. So and Caran d'Ache, in the package that you purchase, there's going to be also a burnisher. So Caran d'Ache Swiss made pencil blender. But this one has wood. It's not all solid like this one. So if I could have only one, it would be the Caran d'Ache. This one here is just fab. And then after that one, I would have the white. And after that, well, Prisma comes with the 150 set, so this one is the Prisma. It is fixing up some areas here. So you just take your time and see if you like what you're getting. So I am liking what it's doing right now. I can see that it's blending what the others did not blend. So for whatever reason, one might be better than the other for your type of grip and pencils. There we go. So when we're finished all of that, we can come and get more circles like this. Like that. And if you're good, I'm not good at creating the most beautiful circles, so I do like to use the stencil. So you could go in with the Posca, color all of the interior, and that gives you the nice white. I think I used it here and here, and then a few little dots to add some magic. There we go. We'll also see if we want some dark here to make it pop, that 3D effect. So I can go on for hours and hours just doing this. So I'm basically going to be adding one more area like this on here. Where should I do that? Because, okay, so this will be violet, and I think I'll do this here, over here, because it's the same design that started over there and here. And I guess I'll have one over here that will be the same. Is it this one? No. Oh, I'll see when I get there. So first I'm gonna do this like this because they're the same. This will just continue the violet from here. And of course the circle. I'll stop coloring the circle about here because from putting our hand like this, we smudge everything and our page gets dirty. And we don't want that. So I just color the circle at the same time when I know that I've colored the section. See, I don't have to go up there anymore if I don't want to. And then with the black, I'll do the outer edge. The outer, at least half of it is going to be in black. So I think you can do as much homework as you want. And I'll be back in a few days when I visited with the family. All right, so hope that you enjoy your day, and looking forward to meeting you again in the next part. I think this is part 3, so we're going to be doing next time part 4. So take care. Ciao.